Yo, we are live. All right, so my voice, I didn't even go to actually talk until just now, like 3 minutes ago. So I've been building the show, writing the show, got up at 3:20 this morning, all the things that I normally do, but I hadn't had to talk to anybody, of course, until I went to go live, and I just said my first words, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. There was nothing there. Like, I literally went to speak and no sound came out whatsoever. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is going to be an interesting morning. I am live from Lexington today, and I still, in my new office, do not have, in the new office here, we still do not have our full-on internet that we are excited to be getting, and so hopefully we can hold a strong signal today for the show. But if we run into any issues, I'm gonna switch it over to a little different Wi-Fi and give it something to go. Okay, all right, we got to shift the energy. I'm just trying to get my voice warmed up. If you can't tell, today we're going to be talking about gratitude. We're also going to show some highlights from the last few days at the Gaylord Opryland 800% Elite Automotive Retreat. We've got a couple amazing guys like Rory Gardner that's going to be joining us a little bit later today, and ultimately we're going to have some fun. I'm grateful you're here. We're also going to talk about a big move that we're making with this particular show and these platforms that we're on. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive in. Thanks for being here. It's time to rise and grind. Good morning and welcome to #Rise and Grind, the #1 morning show in the world filled with motivation, education, and inspiration. I am your host, Glenn Lundy, husband to 1, father to 8, and the founder of the 800% Club, the club designed to help you unlock your full potential. Each episode is filled with celebrity interviews, inspiring conversations, and the strategies you need to get ahead in your career and your life. So grab your pen and turn up the volume, because it's time to rise and grind. Good morning. How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Friday. That's right. Today is Friday, March 17th, 2023. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be. Friday, March 17th, 2023. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most, and I do mean the absolute most, of this absolutely incredible day. Hey, I'm coming to you live from Lexington, Kentucky. That's right, coming to you live from Lexington, Kentucky, where we just got back last night from an epic 4 days in Nashville at the Gaylord Opryland for our tri-annual 800% Elite Automotive Retreat. Crazy, super fun, right? It was like 100 or so people, about 100 people, and people from all around North America, from all the different states, from Canada, all around North America, and they were there to network, they were there to learn, and they were there to be reinvigorated, right? To be inspired. To network, to learn, and to be inspired. This is my jam. This is what I do. This is what God put me on this planet for. To bring people together, equip them with the tools they need to succeed, and inspire them to be great. That's exactly what we did over the last 3 days. It was absolutely incredible. I believe that we delivered on that promise. From line dancing the first night, putting people in very uncomfortable situations, like myself, wearing cowboy boots and a cowboy hat for the first time in my entire life. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Maybe my wife said she kind of liked it. I don't know, though. I don't know about that. But from line dancing to totally like nerding out We nerded out with Danny Zuzlowski from VinQ, and we nerded out breaking down, $1 million a year, $83,333 a month, $19,230 a week, $2,739 a day. We got really granular in a lot of ways, which was super, super, super cool, right? I love nerding out sometimes. All the way to tug of wars. There were 6 people that got 800% club tattoos. We had competitions, like all the things, man. All the things, line dancing, nerding out, tug of war, and tattoos. It was an event unlike anything ever before that we've put together. And we've done a lot of events. It was an event like no other. And all of the feelings and emotions that come with, from Grant Cardone hitting me up last minute, telling me that he's gonna come join us and come pour into the people. So here I am running around a massive hotel. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, trying to make sure arrangements are set up so that not only he can get picked up from the airport, but ultimately he can be back at the hotel in time so that he can jump onto a call with Dubai and then come in and pour into our people. Not only all of the emotions that come, with that, there were also emotions when my guy, Evan Walters, who's someone that I have been introducing to others, equipping with the tools he needs to exceed, and consistently inspiring him for the last decade, for him to go up there and speak in front of this audience and just absolutely lay it down, man. He just absolutely killed it. Like, so proud of him, so proud of some other people that came up and spoke, like my guy Tustin Ulrich, and it was just amazing, man. It was amazing to see what God has done with this amazing, just absolutely incredible group of humans. The success that we've had as a company, the success that our clients have had, like, this is just incredible, man. But through it all, the most powerful emotion that I felt over the last 3 days, and over the last 4 days, and the most powerful emotion that I continue to feel this morning, even though I can't speak from all of the shouting, my voice is like right on its last dime, I guess is what they say. The emotion that I feel the most is gratitude. Like, gratitude for where we've been as a company, where my clients have been, gratitude for where we are, where my company is today, where my clients are today, where my family is today, and gratitude for where we're going. Through it all, the most overwhelming feeling is gratitude. Let's do some dancing this morning. See if we can't kick this thing up a notch. Does that sound fair? Listen, for those of you that know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right, I need you to hit that share button, because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. So, Clubhouse, share it out. Facebook, share it out. YouTube, share it out. Those of you, there's, I think, 2 of you on Twitter Spaces. I still don't really know exactly how that works. Dora Maria is now on Twitter Spaces. I don't know if you can share on Twitter Spaces. I'm just learning how to use it, but I think it'd be super dope. If you know more about Twitter than I do, like, hop into Twitter with me this morning and then go hit the share button over there and let's just see what happens. right? Let's just see what happens when we share on Twitter. I see Heather Parody. Heather Parody just jumped in over on Twitter. That's awesome. Go to Twitter, share it out, and let's just see what happens. Cool, awesome. This is also the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you. I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up, and I'll say what's up back. All right, Don Sankey, good morning. I see you. Emily Galler, I'm glad you're here. Debbie Dowling Waba, thanks for joining us. I see Yasmin is in the building over on Twitter Spaces. I see Tom Popelka's over there on Twitter. Renee Hayes, great to see you. I see a bunch of my folks over on Clubhouse. I see Ryan Gallagher over on Facebook. Danielle Baldwin, good morning. Nathaniel Banks, what's up? Randy Wagner and Felicia Shakespeare. Sol Salcido is in the building. Good morning, Sol. I'm so glad you're here. Lyndon Gray. Kim Walsh Phillips is in the building. Renee Knorr. Renee, I think I owe you a message back. Just so you guys know, everyone, and this, I need everyone to notice, when I am in retreat mode, dude, if you notice on my social media, you'll see a bunch of stuff in stories on Instagram and whatnot, and that's because I'm not posting those. My team will post to my social media for me. I get so laser locked in at these events. I'm so laser locked in at being present, so laser locked in at making sure each person that's there feels important, feels seen, heard, and significant, that I don't respond to messages. I miss emails. I got people wanting with me. I got people wanting to join our 800% club. People messaging me, connecting me with other people. Dude, I just can't get to it. I have not figured out how to be able to do all those things. So if I owe you a message, I apologize. I'll get to you this week. I appreciate your grace and understanding. All right, Ramona, good morning. Justin, good morning. Marvin, good morning. Great to see you, sir. Mike Strong and Micah and Sheila and Peter, thanks to all of you for being here. I absolutely stinking love you. All right, thanks, Russell. I appreciate that. All right, cool. Listen, I love being with you guys in these spaces virtually. It's incredible. I do want to let you know that we have added Twitter Spaces, not only added Twitter Spaces, but we are going to be moving the whole show from Clubhouse to Twitter Spaces starting on Monday. All right, starting on Monday. We're going to be moving, I believe, everything. I got to double check with Ramon that they're ready to make that move. He's been at an event all week. But we are going to be moving to Twitter Spaces. My handle on Twitter Spaces is at Glenn800Lundy. That's my handle on Twitter. How exactly that's going to work for the whole Breakfast with Champions team, I'm sure Ramon has got that worked out. I'm sure it won't be under individual handles. It'll be under one big handle, and we'll figure out how do we stream that in. But ultimately, we're going to be moving the show over there, which I'm super excited about. Now, why are we doing that? Why are we moving the show over to Twitter Spaces? Well, we are moving this show over to Twitter Spaces for multiple reasons. One, we believe that it is our calling to reach out and impact as many people as possible, that we are to bring people together. Right now, we are doing that in multiple ways. YouTube, we're having success. Facebook, that we're having success. On Clubhouse, we've had success. However, we do believe that it is a dying platform. It is a dying platform. Twitter Spaces, however, now has 24 million people a day that are going into their spaces. Now, that's one reason we need to be over there, right? You have to move with your audiences when your goal is impact. Now, if your goal is to stay comfortable and just keep doing the same thing that you always do, then that's what you do. You just stay in the same place and you don't change and you don't do the uncomfortable thing, and that's okay. But if your goal is to go out and impact as many people as possible, you have to move, right? You got to make your moves. So we're making that move in order to continue our mission and our journey to impact as many people as humanly possible. Now, it's also important for us to make that move. Hold on, I can see my Wi-Fi is going in and out on this thing like crazy. Over on the Facebook side, man, I cannot believe that I've been in this place as long as we've been in this place, this big, beautiful office space. Do you want to allow your video? Yes. Okay. There we go. Connected, secured. Okay. All right, now my stream over there on Facebook and YouTube, we're having issues there. Hi, good morning, welcome. I'm so glad that you are here. This is part of the live experience. There we go. All right, now it's back to streaming. I don't know if it closed completely out or what the deal is. Yeah, hopefully we're back. Okay, for those of you that are over on Twitter Spaces, you don't have to worry about any of this stuff. Right? You don't have to worry about any of this stuff. Well, those of you that are watching full production, though, we're having some issues. So anyways, but it's super important also that I need to introduce you to more people. There's a whole world of people over on Twitter Spaces. And I need to pull those people into this space so that you can network with them, so that you can learn from them, so that you can grow with them, right? Like, I'm going to teach you everything I know as I'm going along, and that's great, and that's awesome, right? But you guys, everyone who's been following me on this journey knows that you have built relationships through this community that have made a positive impact in your life. Hopefully that's been the case. We have to expand on that. I got to continue to bring you more and more people. The more and more people that we bring together, right, the more powerful we become as a unit. Because what's happening currently over on Twitter Spaces, like if we're speaking real talk, what's happening over there on Twitter Spaces right now is it's filled with politics, it's filled with negativity, it's filled with gloom and doom, it's filled with news, right? It's filled with all these things. God put it on my heart 5 years ago, 4.5 years ago, to help people change the way they start their day, to create spaces filled with motivation, education, and inspiration. Because the world needs more of that. We need more motivation, education, and inspiration. And it's not happening on Twitter Spaces. Grant Cardone himself called me. He's like, Glenn, you got to move Breakfast with Champions to Twitter Spaces. He goes, Clubhouse is a dying platform. It's not growing. It's not expanding. It's become a silo of the same people talking to the same people, which is great. We've built relationships. I appreciate that. Our goal is to expand, though. And then he goes, bro, no one on Twitter Spaces is doing what you guys do. No one is making a positive impact in people's lives like Breakfast with Champions, like Rise and Grind. He's like, no one's doing it, man. And we need it. The world freaking needs it. So we're making the move. We're going to be a light in a dark space. And I'm really, really grateful for that. And I hope you'll come with me on that journey as we make that transition over to Twitter Spaces. Does that sound fair? Okay, cool. So for me, this is the last episode on Clubhouse. As far as all of Breakfast with Champions, I'll talk to Ramon more about that. But I'll be moving this show, Twitter Spaces, because I have a responsibility to reach as many as I can and to share them with you. All right? All right, cool. This is the next logical step in our journey, and I'm super grateful for it. All right? Back to that. Gratitude. Let's dive in.
It's always fascinated me that we spend so much of our lives searching for the things that we realize in time we had all along. That our journeys bring us full circle, our stories end how they began, and in the end, we fade away holding tightly to that from which we emerged. Not because we fell short, no, but because eventually we realize how simple things really are from the outside looking in. We realize what we have. Speaker Dennis Waitley once said, happiness cannot be traveled to, owned, earned, worn, or consumed. Happiness is the spiritual experience of living every minute with love, grace, and gratitude. That's why at times like these, when we get to look around and recapture our perspective, means so much. Almost as though it's reassurance that, yeah, life can be hard, frustrating, abstract, but that at the core of everything is contentment, is enough. It's why we need not search for love. We are, in fact, surrounded by it. We need not search for hope when it's ingrained in every breath, or reassurance when it's a phone call away. I once heard an interesting idea that we only see what we focus on. And not only metaphorically, but literally, so much of life exists outside our periphery. If you can walk down the same street every day and see something new each time, imagine the power of readjusting how you see life as the sun comes up in the morning. Imagine pulling more of what matters into focus, becoming living proof that we don't need to wait until things are gone or changed to appreciate what we have and who we are. I think that's why Cicero said gratitude's not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. Because when one can look around and see all that they have, scarcity has to give way to abundance. Fear becomes hope, the mundane becomes beautiful. Gratitude is power because it's not acquisition, it's awareness. A reset button. A tap on the shoulder reminding us that life is about the people who make it worth living, the times we spend together. It's a reminder that the minutes aren't ticking towards some life-altering grand finale, but that each second is, in and of itself, a miracle. And of course, I'm a believer that we are here to evolve, to grow, to test the waters, to push our limits. But I'm also a believer in asking why. And it seems to me the answer is not to obtain something new, but to share who we are with the world. Not to get what we don't have, but to make the most of what we do. Not to impress or fit in, but to take that passion that increases our heart rate, that curiosity that pulls us towards new horizons, the incredible friends and family by our side, and simply realize that we are, this very moment, embarked upon the adventure of a lifetime. And for that, I am forever grateful.
Gratitude, by definition, if you look it up, it's defined as the quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for, and to return kindness. Life changes the moment you are grateful for it. No matter what the situation, no matter how you feel, add in any variable, like no matter what it is. And you cannot be grateful and hateful at the same time. It's impossible. It is impossible. Like if you have your house gets knocked over by strong winds and it seems like it's the end of the world, and you're hateful and you're woe is me and all of those things, and then all of a sudden you literally just throw in some gratitude. Well, I'm thankful nobody got hurt. Well, I'm thankful we're going to get a new roof. Well, I'm thankful. As soon as you add in gratitude, the hatefulness goes away. The negativity goes away. It is impossible to be grateful and hateful at the same time. It's impossible. If you're in the middle of working out, you're pouring sweat, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm making hate every second of this. Like I'm dying, it hurts, right? You immediately shift the tone. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for how I look in the mirror. I'm so grateful that my heart's still beating today. I'm so grateful that I have the ability to walk, the ability to run, the ability to exercise, right? Well, as soon as you go from hateful to grateful, they cannot exist at the same time. This week we've been talking about the power of persistence. And I got to tell you, when you can be persistently grateful, it changes everything in your life. See, when I say persistent gratitude, here's what I mean by that. It means you're actually seeking the light, the love, and the lesson in every situation. In every situation, seeking the light, the love, and the lesson. That is what persistent gratitude really is like. I've got a video that I'm going to show you. A guy named Rory Gardner. I introduced some of you to him before. He's spoken at one of my events before. The dude's absolutely freaking hilarious. But he really captures how your entire life shifts when you are able to seek persistent gratitude in this video right here.
You okay, eBay?
Whoa, look at these.
Look at all the trucks. Hey, hot tub guy? Yeah, I was wondering if we can get a repair guy over here just to take a quick look. We're unable to use our hot tub at the moment. I thought maybe you could just come take a quick ganders and maybe you can repair it for us. We're very stressed right now. We could use the relaxing water. We just had to get out today. It's just, what's wrong with it? It's just not really running properly at the moment. It's just, you know, typical wear and tear. I really want to show you this this brand new renovated room with our new skylight. All right, come take a look. All right. We're looking for kind of an outside feel in this particular bedroom. So we, you know, big fans of nature, and we thought this would be a great opportunity to really have the cabin outside look, but also inside your house. You know what I mean? It's kind of a mess around here. I'm just gonna go probably go to the grocery store, try to get some lunch, something like that. See if I can. I mean, it's not that bad, really. I mean, I just put a slap of paint on it. Put a bed over there by, you know, right by the raccoon's nest. You know, I mean, we've always wanted a treehouse. Yeah, the car's still for sale. Just a few scratches. I mean, nothing that can't really be buffed right out. You know, it's no longer an SUV though. It's a compact lowrider.
I take it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, really, really
The entire neighborhood is destroyed. His house is destroyed. His car is destroyed. And he's completely surrounded by a lot of people who I'm positive were in a very negative space. Well, I lost my stuff. I can't get to where I need to get. This is such a disaster. It's a mess. How are we ever going to get this cleaned up? Why'd this have to happen to me? I'm sure he was completely surrounded by that. And he could have fell right into that and everyone would have been okay with it. Yeah, dude, totally get it, man. That does freaking suck. Instead, he goes, okay, where's the light, the love, and the lesson? turns on his video camera, creates a viral video that inspires people all around the world to be grateful. Gratitude is a solution. You cannot be grateful and hateful at the same time. See, life changes. Life changes when gratitude becomes an offensive strategy, not a defensive strategy. I'm going to say that one more time. Life changes when gratitude becomes an offensive strategy, not a defensive strategy. When it becomes a proactive thing that you do, not a reactive thing that you do. See, when you receive,